So we got to know how to create the Power BI service account, right? So how do we log in with the service account means using the URL app.powerbi.com. So once you open the browser and you need to give that URL, so then you will be logging, you should log into the Power BI service account. So if you don't have account, you have to create it. And after that, so first thing we need to do is we need to check the workspaces, like what all access we have. So how many workspaces are there, like what are those and all we have to see. And this my workspace will be by default. By default, it will be created. So when when your account is created. So this is just for the testing purpose, and we will not be sharing with the end users. Okay. Now, so these workspaces, what we have, right? So these are used for storing our data. So meaning storing our reports. So if you already have the workspaces and if they give you access and if they ask you to publish into that workspace, so then you have to use the same workspace. Or else, so if there is a requirement for a separate team, I mean for a new team or something, then if they ask you to create a workspace, so you have to go to a new workspace and then create the workspace for them. Okay, so here you can create the workspace. Okay, and if you have any description, like for example, if it is the marketing team workspace, so you can put marketing and then description related to that if it is there, but it's not required. And then you don't need to do anything. So if you have any profile image or for that workspace, you can do, but again, it's not required. So the name, and then so to which account you are tagging it, whether it is to your personal account or whether it is to the organization account. So Power BI Pro and Premium are the developer licenses. Premium per user. Okay. So there is actually difference between premium per user and premium capacity. So actually we have three types of licenses. Those are Power BI Pro license, premium per user, and premium capacity. Okay, remember it. Three types of licenses we have. Okay, Pro, premium per user, and premium capacity. Pro and premium per user are the developer licenses. Pro and premium per user are the developer licenses, and premium capacity is the capacity license. So the capacity license cannot be, I mean, it will not be assigned to any individual user. So organization will purchase that capacity license so that they can accommodate. It means they will get more storage and they will get more processing machines, and so that you can tag the report and you can publish the report workspace to the organization account, and you can publish the reports into that workspace which is tagged to the organization account. So if the workspace is tagged to your personal account, you'll not be getting more storage. So it is limited to 10 GB. And another reason why we don't publish into the personal workspaces is if you are sharing the report from your personal workspace, for the end user also we need a license to see the report. Meaning, so since you are a developer, you'll be getting the pro license. Okay, either pro license or premium per user. Mostly we'll get the pro licenses for the developers. So pro and premium capacity both will be there. So for developers, we'll get the pro license, and if you are creating the workspace and tagged it to the personal workspace, I mean personal account, and if you are sharing any report from there. So now this is Dev 57 and you are creating and tagging it to your personal account, right? If you share any report from here and the other user also need a pro license, meaning the developer license he need if he needs to see that report. Okay. And so if you purchase the pro license for every user, so the cost will be more. That's why like they'll not purchase the pro licenses for every user. What they will do means they will purchase the pro licenses for the developers. Okay. And those pro license developers who are there, right? So they can publish the content. It means they can create the workspaces and can tag them to the premium capacity. So which is purchased by the organization. Okay, so the premium capacity is the capacity license. So for the storage, so we will get unlimited storage, meaning more than 100 TB we will get over there. So you can create n number of workspaces and you can publish n number of reports in it and to see that content. So for the end users, we don't need any license. For creating the reports and publish them into the premium workspace, it means when you tag it to premium capacity, it will become the premium workspace. So from there, if you are sharing the report with the end users, that end user does not need any developer license. Just with the free license itself, he can see the content. But if the workspace is tagged to your personal account, then they need a license to see that report. So that is advantage when why we use the premium capacity. So in terms of storage and in terms of like seeing the report. So the end user does not need any license. Okay, that's why. So for now, since we don't have the premium capacity, so it's grayed out for us. See this one, Power BI Premium. So this one you have to tag when you are creating the workspaces. So if you put Power BI Pro, then it will be your personal workspace. Okay, so the workspace is created. So right now we don't have any content in it, either in Dev 52, 57 or test. So we don't have any data. So because we have not published any reports in it, right? That's why it is showing empty. So now if you want to publish any reports to the workspace or to the Power BI service, how you have to do is, see, once you're done with the development in the desktop, see, once you're done the development, you have to log into the workspace. I mean, to the Power BI service account in the desktop. So here on the right top, you'll be seeing the sign in option. So using that, just like how you are logging into the web, right? So same way, using that sign in option, you have to log in with the same Power BI service account. Okay. Now it is tagged to the Power BI service account. So the desktop is tagged to the service account. So from here, you can publish the reports into Power BI service. Okay, how we can do that? See, once you are done with the report development completely, so come to the first page and save it and then click on publish option. Then you will be seeing all the workspaces that you have access. So we have created workspaces, right? See, we have access to three workspaces. One is my workspace and another is Dev 57 and another is test. These three are the workspaces that I have access. So if someone else is giving access to you to any workspace, even that workspace also will come here and you can select that. So if you want to publish into that workspace. So now I'm publishing the reports into Dev 57. So this visualization report, I'm publishing into Dev 57. Okay, success. So now you can go to the Power BI service account. So it will come here. How many files I have published? How many reports I have published? One report, right? So, but we will be seeing two files here. See, what are those two files? What are the types of them? What is the type of the first file?
Report file, first one.
Yeah, report. And the second one is,
Semantic model.
yeah,
Yes.
semantic model. Okay, so semantic model, or some earlier we were calling it as the data set. Okay, now it is renamed to semantic model. So some people, like, they'll call it as data set as well. So it's data set nothing but semantic model. Okay, so when you publish any report, you'll be getting two files like this in the Power BI service. Okay, those are report and semantic model. So how it is, why it is creating two different files means, see what happens in the backend is, see when you publish any report from the Power BI desktop, so it will split that file into two different files. One is report and one is semantic model. So the front end part, what you are seeing here, like in the report view. So these are the three views that we have, right? So report view, table view, and the model view. So in the report view, so I told you, right, this is the space which is there in the white background that end users will see. So that portion, that portion will separate into a separate, I mean, a report file. So all the visualizations and all the formatting and everything what you have done in the front end, which is for the end users, right, it will get separated into a report file. And the back end things that we have done, so it means we have imported the data and we have done the transformations, and we have created the measures and we have created the model and everything, right? So it will get separated into another file, that is semantic model. So the front end part where the end user consume it, so it got separated into report file, and the back end part which we have done for creating this report, right? So it will get separated into a semantic model. So like that, the file will split into two different files again. So when you are downloading it, if you want to like download the report along with the data, right? So if you just open that report, so there will be a download option. See, there will be a download option. Download this file option will be there. So here we'll get two options, whether you want only the data and the report on, or both the report and data. So if you select only report, say a copy of your report with live connection to data means it will not download the semantic model, only the front end part. It means the format will be PBIX only, but you cannot change any backend things. Meaning you cannot change the model and you cannot change any you cannot create new columns. So it's like that. So the data will be in the service only. It will create a live connection and it will just show the visualization part for you. Okay, if you just give a copy of your report with the live connection, or else if you do the second option, the first option here, so a copy of your report and data. So if you select this option, it will download both report and data as one file. It means either if you select first one or second one, both will download only one file, but whether it is with model or without model, it depends on what you are selecting. So if it is without model, if you just need only the visualization part, then you have to select the second option, a copy of your report with live connection. It will not download the model, it will just download the visualization part. Okay, but you can see the model, you cannot edit it. You cannot edit it, but you cannot see the data inside that. So just like how we are seeing now, so you will not be able to see the data. Yeah, so this table view and all will not come, only this part will come. It means model view will come and the report view will come. So if it is a live connection. So if you want the model as well as the report means choose the first option, a copy of your report and data. That's all. So like that the data will get separated. It means the report will get separated into two different files. One is report and another is semantic model. And the semantic model will have all the data measures columns what you have created in the backend, and the visualization is in the report will have all the visuals and the formatting stuff what you have done. Okay, so that's how it gets separated. If you want the file, if you want downloading the file, so just remember like whether you are downloading a live version of it or you are downloading the PBIX, the complete data as well as the report. Okay, so when you are downloading it, you have to check like which how you want to get it, and then so if there are any changes, usually you are supposed to download the data plus visualization. It means the first option you have to choose so that we'll get entire report into one file, and then you can do the modifications and you can publish it back to the service. Okay, and what is the use of this? Like why we need a semantic model separately? So the reason behind is basically there might be multiple reports based on the same data. Okay, so based on the same files or the same model that you have created, right, from the backend part, so there might be other visualizations. It means other report that needs to be created. So that is the reason. So instead of recreating, instead of pulling the data again and storing it again and creating the transformations and creating the measures and all, so instead of redoing all those things, what we can do is we can directly put a live connection to the existing model and create our own report. So now it is sales by country, right? So maybe in another report you need a sales by product or sales by some other category. So the report, but the same model has the data. It means it has the data for all the countries. It has the data by product, by country, by segment. So we have different categories, right? So now we are focusing by the country. So maybe in the next report you might be focusing by the segment or the product. So for that, if you are creating a new report means, so if there is no option like this, again you have to download again you have to copy all the files and store that data and create the model, or if there are any transformations you have to do them. So just to avoid all of this, so if there is any new report that can, if you want to create a new report from the existing model itself, so simply you can take a Power BI file, just open a Power BI desktop and create live connection. So you might have heard this about this live connection. Okay, so there are multiple methods, right? Like import and direct query. So along with that, we have this live connection. Live connection means we can connect to the existing model and create the report. Okay. So now this is the Power BI desktop file. So here, if you want to create the report from the existing models, so here you will be choosing the data sources, right? So now the data source will be existing model. So I'll be choosing the Power BI semantic models. So whatever models that are available in the Power BI service with my account or which are tagged to my account, so I'll be able to see all of them. So here I have only one model that I have published, or I have access. So that's why it is showing only one. So I'll be selecting that and click on connect. So it will load the model so that you can see how it is connected. So it is just for the reference and you cannot change that model. Using that, you can create measures and you can create the report, but I mean, change the model and you cannot create any calculated columns or something. See, so the model is connected now. Now it is in live. So it is connected to the Power BI model, which is already published. So we are not able to see this table view, if you remember. Earlier we were seeing the table view and all, right? So this file does not have any data in it. This file does not has the data, does not has the model. So every time when you create anything, right? So it is based on the previous model that we already published. So this is the model, but you cannot change it. So it will just show you like how it is connected so that you can take it as reference and create the report. So in the report view, you can take the visuals. Okay, earlier it was by country, right? Now I'll try to just add a few visuals by product. Randomly, I'm creating it. So now this is one report I have created using the live connection. So meaning already model is already developed. So from that, I'm supposed to create a multiple reports. So that's why I'll put a live connection, and from that, I'll be creating the report instead of recreating all the model. So I'll publish into service. Now tell me how many files will be created for this report online.
2 files.
Okay, let's see. What is the report name here? Test live 1.
Mm.
How many you got?
Uh,
How many you got for test live? How many files are created?
Only one.
Only one. Why it is created only one?
Uh,
Because we are not developing any model in that report. We are using the existing model. That's why it is not creating any model file. Because that report, the test live report, is based on the visualization model. So already the visualization report is created based on this visualization model. And again, I am creating another report which is based on this visualization model. I'm not importing any data and I'm not creating any model and I'm not doing any transformations or all. I'm directly using the existing model and creating the new report. That's why it is not creating any model because we are using the existing model. So that is the live connection. So if you want to understand like from which model this report is coming and from which source the data is coming for that model, so we have an option called lineage view. So if you just click on it, you'll see the dependencies. See, the visualization report is created from the visualization semantic model, and that visualization semantic model is created from the Excel file. If you have multiple data sources, right? So everything will come here. You can see like whatever it used for creating this one. Okay. And again, the test live report is also based on the semantic model. That's why it is not creating any separate model for it because we are using this existing model in creating that report. Clear? So this is the list view. If you want to see the dependencies, you can go to the lineage view. So everyone clear till this? What is live connection? Meaning creating connection to the existing model and creating the report out of it instead of recreating all the model. Okay, we created the workspace and deployed the report, and it has created two different files. One is report and another is model, and we are reusing that model. So for reusing the model, so the files will get split into two different files. I mean model and report. So we can reuse that model. All the data, measures, columns, what you are creating, right? Everything will be there in this model only. Only the front end part will be in the report file. The visualizations, formatting, color formatting, what you are doing, only that part will be there. So that logic will be executed from the model only. Clear? So this is how we create the reports and publish them into the service. And if you want to share the reports with the end user, there is an option called share. Okay, either from here or from the, even if you open the report, there will be an option to share on the top itself. Individual reports, if you are if you want to share with the end users, even here also you'll be having the share option. So same window will be opened. So if I want to share this test live report, I'll be clicking on this share, and then so we can, if you want to give the link, so you can update the link permissions. So now the link permissions are people in an organization with this link can view and share. In your organization means whoever is having @fastmail.com. So now that is our organization, right? So if their account is ending with, I mean, network credentials are ending with @fastmail.com, so they can access this link, meaning they can view that report. Actually, we are not supposed to share it like that, because all the members, all the people in the organization are not supposed to see the data. Only specific people, what they give, right? So maybe they give the list or they will give the group email. So only for that, we need to give the access. We are not supposed to share it for the entire organization. So it is specific to few people. So just click on it. Maybe if there is a situation that you are supposed to share the link, okay, or people with existing access, meaning who are already added to the report. Now we have not added anyone, so who are already added, or if you have specific people, so you can apply that. So usually how we do is, so first we give access to the report. So when you click on share option, so you'll be getting the three dots, more options will be there. So here, manage permissions. So here you can add the users. So whoever needs to see this report, you have to add them. So these permissions, whether you need an email notification, so is it is required or not, it's your wish. Like if you want to allow these permissions, you can allow them, or else you can uncheck them. Okay. So here I have to give the email ID. So now I'll take one example. So this is Balaji's account. So he is the end user for me now. Okay. So I've logged in another browser, another profile. So he is the end user for me. So I'm giving access to him. So first I will add his email here. If you want to trigger the email notification, instead of sending the link again, so what you can do, just give the email ID and then send email notification. Automatically, he'll get access to that. I mean, he'll get the link to his email, grant access. So if you don't want to send the email, I mean, notification, you just want to give access. And later, if you want to share the link, right? So now I have added him. So what I'll do is now again, after adding all the people like that, so now you can update the permissions to people with existing access and apply it and copy it. So this link you can send through the email. So hi Balaji, so this is the report that you are looking for. So please find the link below, like that you'll send an email, so that based on that link, they can bookmark that link, or they can use the same link every time, and they can view the report. So how it opens for them, if I am sending that link to him, Balaji, and if he is opening his in browser, if you click on that link, this is how it looks like for him. So this is how the report is opened. So he might not have access. I mean, he does not have access to any workspaces. So he is directly seeing this report. See? So this report I have created and I have given access to Balaji. That's why he is able to see the report. See, only two pages are there, and those two pages data he is able to see. But that model and all he cannot see. So if you see, he does not have access to the workspaces to see that model. Only this front end part, only the report part he can see. He can use that link and he can view this report, and he can play with the filters that we have given access. So whatever filters that we add to the page level or report level or the visual level, right? So using them, he can interact with the report and he can see the content. This is how it opens for the end user. Okay, so this is like when we have one or two reports, but when we have multiple reports, right? So assume that we have 10 reports in the workspace, and instead of sharing the 10 reports for the team and all, what we do is we will create stack of reports, meaning we will create app for that workspace. So instead of sharing individual report links, we will share that app link so that all the reports from that app they can see at one, I mean at a time. So how do we create the app? If you see on the right top, we have a create app option. So using that, you can create the app. So assume that this is for the marketing team. So this app name you have to give. By default, it will take the workspace name. So if you have want to change anything, so you can give that. So now it is description, something you can give like this. So app logo, if you want, you can give, otherwise not required. And app theme color will be there, right? So you have to choose which is close to your organization theme. So organization logo will be there, whether it is a client or your own organization. So which is from among these colors, whichever is close to your organization logo or the color, background color, right? You have to choose that. Because we don't have the hex code here to just change it, which is same as the organization logo. You have to choose only from these. That's why whichever is close to that, you can choose. So if you want to show the contact information for that, you can show app publisher, meaning whoever is publishing or creating this app, or if you have a specific users, maybe the administrators, or if you want to give the support contact, so you can give the support contact. So whenever they open the report, if there is any issue, they will reach out to that, as they will get that contact information and they will reach out to that respective person. So for now, I'm keeping it as the publisher so that whoever is publishing. So if I am publishing, my name will be there. I mean, my account will be there always. Okay, so this is what in the setup we have to do. So just a workspace name and description, theme color, okay, and the contact information if there is any. So if you get any specific email to be added, so then you can use this option. Okay, and then in the second part, so there is a content, right? So you have to add the content. It means what all reports you want to include in the tab. So you can choose the reports from the workspace. How many reports are there in our workspace now? Two reports. So if we have 10 reports or 20 reports, so out of that you want to include only 10 reports means you can do. It depends how many reports you want to include in the tab. So whatever you add, right? So they will be visible to the end users. So you have to add them. So these two reports I have added. Okay, if you want to change the order, you can change it from here. Okay, so you can use this move up and down. And if you want to rename it only for this app, so you can do that. Okay, this is first report and this is second report. Under that, you'll be able to see the pages. This is like, chapter one, chapter two, chapter three, like that, like a textbook. Okay, now content is added. And in the third step, so it is showing audience, right? You need to add the users for that app, just like how we are giving individual report access, right? So even for the app, you have to give the access. So here on the right side, so you have to add specific users or groups. For now, I'll be sharing it with Balaji. I'll get his account. So if you have a group email ID for the marketing team, if you have marketing@fastmail.com, if you have, so you can give that. It means if the entire team needs access instead of sharing the individual. Okay, now audience is set up. So I'm just doing the publish app. This app will be published. So now externally, you have to share this link with the end users. So that app link is there, right? You have to copy this link and now you have to share it with the end users. So now Balaji is the end user, right? So for them, I've created this report. So if they click on that link, so through email, we will be sending that link. If they click on that link, they will be able to see this. See, this is how the app will open. So we have reports, right? So on the left side, so we will get the reports, and under that we will be seeing the pages. So they can navigate to which page they want. like this. So app is nothing but stack of reports. That is how we create the app. So first we create the app name, and then add the content, what are the reports you want, and after that audience for whom you are creating this report. So that is end user point of view. Again, I'll come back to the developer account. So this is the developer account, right? In the audience, in the audience, we have an option to set up new audience as well. So now it is dev 57, right? So if you want to set up another set of audience, you can do. So what is the use of is basically like when we have multiple reports, right? Again, assume that we have 10 reports and 5 reports are for one set of team and another 5 reports are for another team from the same workspace. Usually how it was earlier is like all the 10 reports we were including and all the 10 reports they were able to see it, but now in the latest update what they did, so they gave this new audience option also, meaning you can set up the audience. So for the first set of audience, meaning for Balaji, he is supposed to see only 5 reports. Maybe in this case he is supposed to see only, so I'm in the dev 57, right? So these users who are added to the dev 57 audience, if they are supposed to see only first report and second report, if they are not supposed to see, I'll be hiding the second report and I'll be updating it. So when they log in, they will be able to see only first report. Like that, you can give access to 5 reports. In the second audience, new audience option is there, right? So here you don't want to show the first report for this set of audience. You want to display only the second report. Like that, 5 reports for one team and 5 reports for another team, or for few people 5 reports, or few people another files. Like that, within same workspace you can control the audience. Or if you don't want anything like that, you want to display all the 10 reports, means you don't need to set up the new audience. So just in the first audience itself you can add all the users. Okay, don't go for this entire organization. Why? Because if you set up the entire organization, so whoever is having this app link, everyone will be able to see the reports. Again, there will be security issues, so everyone is are not supposed to see the data of the reports. So it is specific to few people only. After that, so after updating it, it means when you have any changes, right? So you'll be again coming to the same place. So you have to update it. Maybe if you want to remove the content or if you want to add the content, if any new report it is added, automatically it will not come to the app. So you have to update it. So instead of create app, now from now onwards it will be update app on the workspace top. So you just click on the update app. Again, it will come to set up for content and audience. So in the content, so again click on add content. So pick the new report added and then add it and then finally update it. So that link will not change. That app link will not change. Okay, same app link will be there. So which you already sent. Either you can use the same previous one or you can again copy it from here. App link will not change once it is created unless you delete the app completely, or if you delete the workspace completely. So again recreating with the same name, then the link permission, I mean link will be changing. Otherwise until that, so it will be using the same link. You can update n number of times, but the app link will not change. So you understood, right? How do we share the report or how do we share the app? Any doubts online? Okay. Yeah. So there is actually one topic that we need to discuss, that is the dashboard. So you might have heard about this dashboard. Okay. So some people will call the reports itself as the dashboard, and some people, if people are specific to Power BI, if they know Power BI, so they'll call it as the, dashboard is separate and the report is separate. But when it comes to the end users, right? So those people will treat the report itself as the dashboard. Some people will call it as report, and some people will call it as the dashboard. So we should be mindful, like with whom we are talking. So if the person knows Power BI very well, and if he's saying the dashboard, means it is the dashboard. So if he doesn't know Power BI, so if he is saying dashboard, means it is report only. Okay. Now, so even interview actually they will ask like what is dashboard. So dashboard is basically a summary page. Okay, and it can be created only in the Power BI service. So we cannot create in the desktop. that can be created only in the service. So in workspaces, we can create it. So now this is the workspace, right? So if I want to create any dashboard, I told you, right? Dashboard is nothing but summary page. Summary means the summary points from multiple reports. So we have two reports in this case, right? So we can get the important points from these two reports and we can pin them to the dashboard. It's like kind of a notice board, how it will be. We will be pinning the important points, right? Like that. So we will get a summary page in the dashboard. So how do we create it? So do we have any files here apart from report and semantic model? Do we have any other type of files? No, right? So now I'll create the dashboard. I'll go to first report and take the important visuals, which I feel. So, okay. So this important visual, I feel it is important and I'm, willing to pin it to the dashboard. So I'll be pinning it from here. So pin this visual. There will be an option if you hover on it. So you can pin that visual to dashboard. So since I don't have any dashboards in that workspace, so for the first time it will be showing the new dashboard option. So the existing dashboard option will be grayed out since we don't have any dashboards over there. So now it is the new dashboard and give the new dashboard name. Okay, and pin this. So this visual I have pinned to the dashboard and dashboard is created now. So there is one visual in it, so which is created from the test live report. So I have added this visual to that dashboard. So I told you that it is a summary page. So from the entire workspace, you can get the important visuals and you can pin them. So again, from the second page, if I want this, I'll be pinning it to the existing dashboard. I'll not be creating any new dashboard again. So I'll be using this existing dashboard. So you can create n number of dashboards in same workspace. Okay. So from this report, I have taken, and again from the visualization report also, I'll take a few more visuals. For example, if I want this one, I'll choose the existing dashboard and I'll pin it. Okay, so now I have extracted all the important visuals. You can go to any page and from there you can get the important visuals. Now I'll go to the workspace. See, there is a new file, new type of file added, that is dashboard. So now you can open this dashboard. Okay, see. So in dashboard, we'll have only one page. It will not have multiple pages like report. So report will have the detailed information. Dashboard will have the summarized information from multiple reports. Report can be created both in desktop as well as in service. Okay. And basically the dashboard can be created only in the service. Dashboard can be created only in the service because it is taking the visuals from multiple reports, right? So once the reports are published from them, you can extract the important points and you can pin it to dashboard. Okay, so only one page, one summary page will be created. So that is the major difference. Report will have multiple pages. Some dashboard will have only one page with the summarized information. So these visuals, which are pinned from the reports, right? So which are pinned to the dashboard are called tiles. Okay, we call them as the tiles. So they will work like a bookmark or the links, hyperlinks. So for example, if I click on this pie chart, right? So it will take me to the report from where it is pinned. So it is pinned from this page, right? So duplicate of page one in from the test live report. So that's why it is taking me to this report. So it will work like a hyperlink. So the visuals will not be getting any filters option and all because the filter context will not work here because the visuals are from multiple reports, right? So we have different context over there. So that's why the filtering option will not be available. So, but if you want the important points to be, if you want to keep them in one place, so you can use this dashboard. But most of the organizations are not using, but this is for the interview purpose. They will ask you what is the difference between report and dashboard. So dashboard is the summary page. Report will have the detailed information. Okay. Report can be created in both places, desktop and service, but dashboard can be created only in the service. Okay, these are the differences. Everyone clear until this point? So if you want to set up the subscription, subscription in the sense, so you don't want to manually share the report with the end users. So every day or every weekly once on, like you want to automatically send the report link to them. So how do we do that? So we have this subscription option for each report. Sorry, this one, subscribe. So the subscribe option will be there. So you can set up the subscriptions, create subscription. So here you can add the subscription name. So whatever is the page name. So now it is taking the page name, right? So you can give the report name. So this is the visualization report, right? Or if it is for marketing. So subscription name I'm giving. So just for my understanding, so that I identify for which team I'm creating it. Okay. And whoever are the recipients, like you have to add the users list. And if you want to attach the full report as the PDF or the PPTX, you can attach it. Otherwise, not required. Report link will be shared with them. So if they click the report link, so it will open the report like this. Okay. And start date and end date from when to when. So if you don't have any end date, right? For example, if the subscription is only for 1 month, means from April 1st to April 31st, the end date will be April 31st. So April 30 or 31st. Like if you don't want it to be ended, so it means if it is live for lifetime means, so then you can ignore this end date. Then start date only you have to give. So but end date is not required. Okay. And the frequency, hourly or weekly or monthly. So how you want to set it up. So and then schedule the time and then time zone. So your client location based on his time schedule. So for example, if you are setting up 9 a.m., so it will be India time. So within that time, so it will be sending that link. Or if it is US zone, right? So you have to select the respective zone. So we have the Canada time on how. So we can choose that EST, Central Time, US and Canada. So if your client is in that location and if the report needs to be sent in their time means, then you have to select the time zone and set up the time interval. This will just send the report link and then click on save automatically every day. So it will send an email to them with the report link. Okay, that is just a subscription. So how do we, automatically, instead of sending the report daily, actually it is not required. So if you send it only one time, so if they can bookmark it or if they can save that link, it will be fine. So every day they can open for using that. But again, some people will not do that. So they will depend on us to send the report. So instead of doing that, we can set up the subscription. Okay, that's how it will be. So this is for the end user point of view. So tomorrow we will see how do we keep the report up to date, meaning, so how do we update the report? So when the new data is added. So today we have created the report, right? So tomorrow there might be some other transactions. It means everyday transactions will happen in the stores or whatever the business that you are taking, right? So what about the new transactional data? So this report what you have created is until that point it is fine. But what about the future data? So we need to add the data and these visuals need to be recreated, right? So for that, how do we create the report up to date? Meaning we have to refresh the model. So because the model will have the data, right? So we need to refresh the model. So how do we refresh the model? So in the desktop, every time in the desktop we have that refresh option, but every time we cannot manually refresh it and we cannot publish it. So if you are doing manual refresh, so you have to refresh this file and again publish it or replace it with the existing file. So every time we cannot do that. So automatically we will set up the schedule refresh. So this is manual refresh. Okay, we can set it up, and or else in service also we can trigger the manual refresh. So if you see the, yeah, so model, right, just next to that model you'll be having this refresh now option. So refresh now means on demand refresh. So in service also we can do, but it again depends on whether it is a cloud data source, or you are using the on premises data source. On premises means if it is from your organization. It means the server is in the organization, means external systems cannot access your organization server. We need a gateway for it. So if it is a cloud data source, just authentication is fine. So automatically it will refresh it. So if you want to schedule the refresh, we'll go to the schedule refresh, or if you want to refresh instantly, then we'll use the refresh now, meaning on demand option. So here we have to configure the gateway. Okay, I'll help you with that later. So here we have the refresh option. So same way how you are setting the subscription, right? So we have to add the refresh frequency daily or weekly, and then set up the time. So when the time is triggered, so it will refresh the model. So then the updated data will be copied, and accordingly, since the report is pointing to the model, so it will have the updated data in it. That's how it works. Clear? Any doubts till now?
సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్ లో మల్టిపల్ యూజర్స్ ని లాగిన్ చేయొచ్చు సార్?
Yeah, we can add multiple users there.
ఓకే.
Okay.
Bro,
So tomorrow, yeah. Sorry, your voice is breaking, sir.
yesterday class సెండ్ చేస్తున్నాను.
అదొకసారి అడగండి. అక్కడ
Hello.
శివ నంబర్ ఉన్నారు కదా మీ దగ్గర, శంకర్ నంబర్ ఉంది కదా, ఆయన అడగండి ఒకసారి.
ఓకే.
Any other doubts? Okay. So tomorrow we'll connect, and tomorrow we'll be closing the class. Service account. Okay, guys, you can drop. Thank you all.